Hi everyone, this is Chester Ma, and today I'm going to present you with the topic of poker, the playing card. I'm sure most people think of poker games like blackjack and bridge when I mentioned the word poker. Of course, we also have different poker games in different places according to the cultural background we have. But one thing we can all agree on is that there are 54 cards in a deck and 4 different suits. We have clubs, diamonds, heart, and spades, which means we have 13 cards per suit. Among those 13 cards, we also have an ace, 2 to 10 number card, and also have face card, including jack, queen, and king, and 2 jokers. But for me, different suits and cards are just a matter of mathematical order, right? Like 10 is bigger than 2, and the king is larger than the jack, and the joker cards are the most powerful cards. It seems that I have never paid attention to the story behind this number cards, face card, and the joker cards. It is actually surprising to find out that, according to the earliest historical records, the playing card first appeared in China in the Tang Dynasty, which is around 8th century AD. It was a card game known as Game of Leaves. Of course, you can think of one leaf is a card. It is a game that invented by a famous Chinese literator, Zhang Sui. The rule of playing the game are pretty simple. Is to compare the number of cards. The game begins by drawing cards and placing the card facing down, and each player will choose to play one of the leaves, and the player with the bigger number wins. Some historians claim that this is not only the origin of playing card, but also the origin of mahjong. The playing cards were brought back to Venice by Marco Polo, so that's is also the reason why Venice was the first place in Europe where playing card was found. Gradually in Europe, there are a lot of new card games appeared, such as tarot, gambling games, and drinking games. So some historians have suggested that suits in a deck were meant to represent 4 different classes of medieval society. The hearts stands for clergy, and the spades stands for military. The diamonds stands for merchants, and lastly, the clubs stands for peasant. Face card was first appeared in the playing card in Germany, and there were also 3 cards: the king, upper man, and lower man. French, however, introduced the queen card to replace the upper man, and this is very close to what we have today. The ace card came out in 1765. That was the year England began to tax sales of playing card. The ace was stamped to indicate that the tax had been paid, and forging an ace was a crime punishable by death. Lastly, 2 extra wild cards, which is also known as the joker card, each depicting a traditional court jester that can be used to trump any natural card. Joker first appeared in printed American decks in 1867, and by 1880, British card makers had also added this Joker card to the deck. To conclude, I think it is interesting to find out that poker, as a modern gaming medium, is a combination of different cultures and also have evolved step by step. From the very beginning, the original idea of card game from China, and later, Europe introduced the suit and numbers. Germany introduced the 3 face cards, and France later fixed and improved the 3 cards with a queen. And at last, the United States added 2 more joker cards in the deck. So we can see a lot of different cultures play different roles toward the creation of 54 poker cards we see today. So in terms of the discussion question, I just want to hear what do you think about the development of poker games? Does the different cards and suits represent something else in your country or culture? Or what kind of poker game does your country or culture have that is interesting and unique? Unfortunately, I might not be able to hear the response in real time, but I will definitely watch the recording to check out the responses. Thanks for listening.